You saw The Flash the other day, huh?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was a movie.
Wait. I'm going to be honest. I liked it as a Flash movie, and I don't care that I paid money for a movie that Ezra Miller was in.
I didn't pay money. I bootlegged it.
Fair.
Because I didn't want to pay money for it. I didn't like it as a Flash movie. I liked it as here's what I'll say coming out of the end of it. Did you see it?
No, but I read an article about how much money it lost, and
Well,
that
Lost a lot of money.
people might be done with DC for a while.
Lost a lot of money.
It is the one thing that has reset the DCU. And I didn't expect it to do that because all of the DCU can make sense going forward with all of the cuts they've made with Henry Cavill and Black Adam and Gal Gadot getting rid of all of them.
Right.
None of that made sense in the universe before Flash. With ending of Flash, it all makes sense now. It can all proceed, and that's what I'll give it.
Yeah, they lost like $200 million because of that movie.
Yeah. And it's Ezra Miller's fault.
Yeah, that's what happens when you assault women.
Yeah.
When did this new one come out?
2 weeks ago?
Just about.
2 weeks ago? Yeah.
But and the original Flash was Ezra Miller.
No, he is the Flash.
Oh, he still is.
Yeah, he still is. They were like they let like famous people see the movie early, and they would tweet out their reviews and like, oh, this is the best movie I've ever seen. This makes me love superhero movies again. Like, this isn't, and people were coming out saying like, oh no, I've seen test screenings. This is going to be the best superhero movie ever. This is going to change the way you think about superhero. Like, you're going to, there was an article that we did a story on Styles Over Radio about an editor saying that you were going to forget about the crimes that Ezra Miller did because of how good this movie is.
So I don't know what he did. What did he do?
Oh, hang on. I'll pull up the laundry list.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's you can look up literally verbatim like
is this
all
dude,
allegations against Ezra Miller, and there's a literal website that has a list.
Is
of
it like 10 out of 10 shithead?
Oh, no,
like,
no. He's a piece of shit.
He
should be in jail.
He's attacked people
Like,
in public for no reason, like unprovoked. He's
What
just
else was
attacked
this
people.
guy in?
He robbed homes. He did something with like underage children.
I'll give you the most recent one. That like before he was announced as Flash in this movie, this was the most recent thing. He was with a 17-year-old that he like had her in his car or something.
All right,
and they couldn't find her.
Real quick for context, how old is he?
He's mid to late 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a little older. He's a little older. He's about your age, Jake.
Yeah, you're 50, 60 then.
Yeah, okay, not that old.
He had a 17-year-old with him in his car. They couldn't get a hold of her, so they had this big search party for this kid. Turned out to be with Ezra Miller, and then while he was facing like the kidnapping charge for it, and they were awaiting the court process, he fled to he fled to Hawaii.
He fled. Yeah. I forgot about that. He was literally Ezra Miller was on the run, like. They announced that he was the Flash, and then literally 6 months later, not even, he was like, Ezra Miller on the run.
All right,
like, damn it, the Flash! What are you doing?
We need you.
Don't run in real life.
You want to go?
So what else has he been in? Like, what would?
He was in the Justice League movies as the Flash. I don't know what else he was in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That Harry Potter spin-off movie.
Okay.
There's Harry Potter spin-off movies.
Yeah, no, I know what
was
you're talking about.
He was like an antagonist in them.
Okay.
I forget. I don't think I know much else of what he's been in.
Let me tell you a little bit about what he's been in. Well, in February of 2022, he was in a woman identifying her first name as Nydia came forward to Vanity claiming that Miller had harassed her during a heated incident in Berlin apartment, voicing fears that Miller could somehow attack me physically. During the confrontation, I felt unsafe. She had a this is all backstory. In March 2022, Ezra Miller was staying in Hawaii, terrorizing the community of Hilo with a string of arrests of disorderly conduct and harassment. Officials say that Miller was the subject of these 10 police phone calls over a month for minor disturbances, such as filming people at the gas station, refusing to move from outside of restaurants, and arguing with strangers.
Just being fucking insane.
April 6, 2022, Warner Brothers and DC6 execs had an emergency meeting over Miller and the future of The Flash in light of his recent arrests. This decision to halt any future projects with Miller, meaning no surprise cameos in the DC Extended Universe. Clearly that didn't pan out. On April 19th, 2022, once again, Miller was arrested in Hawaii. This time charged with second-degree assault for allegedly throwing a chair at a 26-year-old woman, leaving her with a half-inch gash in her forehead. April 23rd, 2022. A TikTok.
He's done some bad stuff.
So why
he's done some bad stuff.
And this isn't even half
of
the
the
list.
Yeah.
Ezra Miller is not a good human.
Yeah,
Oh, did I just fuck up the mic?
Oh no. Stand by.
that's okay.
Yeah, no, he's
So-
done some shit.
Okay, so why isn't he in jail? I don't.
Because he's the Flash.
Yeah, because he's the Flash.
Oh, and he's a them.
Yeah, he's the Flash.
Oh wow.
His
Okay.
his acting as the Flash was so good that you're literally going to forget about these crimes that he committed. Isn't that crazy that a movie can make you forget about real life crimes?
Well, then
I mean, listen.
people need to stop retweeting him and liking his Instagram posts. They need to be done with it.
I maybe I sound like a dipshit because I did buy movie tickets to go see the Flash, but like, he's not a good dude for sure.
Hello.
Oh, hey. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yup.
But yeah, I mean, I saw it with my little brother, and like,
Yeah.
I don't feel as bad then because it was like, okay, I was
Check,
taking my
check.
little brother to go see a
Check,
superhero
1, 2.
movie. Like, that's kind of cool.
Right.
So yeah, I don't necessarily feel like as bad, but he's still a dickbag piece of shit. I just really want it. Like, I have never in my life been alive for a release of a Flash movie, and he's a DC hero that I like, and I like comic books, and I like superheroes.
Flash used to be one of my
and-
favorite heroes.
Yeah, like, I totally, if you would have asked 10-year-old me if I wanted to go see a Flash movie, I would have been like, fuck yeah, dude. I totally want to go see that. Drink pop and eat candy. I don't know.
God, I want to drink pop.
Yeah. 10-year-old me.
The only time I
don't
get
know.
to drink pop is when I go see a Flash movie.
Yeah.
Mom, let me eat snacks.
That was the
Yes.
deal we made.
Yes.
I want popcorn.
yeah.
All right, so this dude's a shithead.
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah,
Okay.
Ezra Miller's a shithead.
You know, he's a piece of shit.
Bad guy.
Yeah.
So
should,
then-
should be in jail many times.
So then
Yeah,
people just
so-
need to stop talking about him.
I
Stop
mean,
giving him
he's
the attention
literally
so he
the
gets the
Flash.
clicks.
I mean, the Flash worked,
Yeah.
right? We lost a shit ton of money, so
yeah, that's
hopefully that's a sign.
Yeah.
yeah. That article I read today, it legit was like, movie studios might be done with DC for a little bit.
Well, it was crazy.
Which once again, like they
When aren't they?
Right.
Yeah. It was crazy when like all of this shit was coming out like one after another of like Ezra Miller did this, Ezra Miller did this, Ezra
Yeah.
Miller did this, and I'm thinking the whole time like he's doing the Flash movie in like a year.
Yeah.
Like not even. Like how is this gonna work out? You have to do press tours. Like
I'm
how is
sure-
he gonna do interviews? Like
We talked about it on the show, but
probably, yeah.
no, not even
probably.
that. But before anything was even confirmed with the Jonathan Major shit,
Yeah.
Marvel pulled him.
Yeah, yeah.
Marvel
Yeah.
pulled him from Kang before anything was even confirmed because they're not taking that chance. DC, on the other hand, this dude had like 6 arrests after the fact. They're like, hey, maybe we shouldn't have him in the Flash.
Yeah, but
and
you.
then made the movie.
But
Yeah.
if it's a situation where they identify as they them, the reason why they're doing it is so they can sit there and 2 years from now they could show footage of people going, it's somebody like me and they're a superhero. That's the reason why they're doing it. So they'll make the money back.
Do you
Probably
think that's
not.
why they hired Ezra Miller?
If with all this drama around it, they didn't boot them out, then yeah, absolutely.
I think it's
Yeah,
definitely
I think-
a factor
I
Maybe.
don't know.
Yeah.
because DC was definitely, and they still are clearly, but on the big downswing.
I think it
and Marvel peak too.
I think it could have
Mhm.
been a factor. I don't think that was huge in it. I think it was more like,
I think DC's actually just really bad.
yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
well, we've already made this movie and it's
Yeah.
literally huge for like I think they were thinking creatively, this movie is very important to what the overarching story that we're trying to tell. So I think cutting this movie, unlike like they scrapped Batgirl
Yeah.
because of the whole HBO Max turning into Max thing. That movie probably wasn't like huge to the DC overarching
Yeah.
story that they're trying to tell with their universe. Whereas this Flash movie was definitely integral because they've been on a shitty run, and this movie was kind of like, well, here, we're trying to fix some of it. Here's a little bit of fixing. We're trying to, he's gone, and
And
we'll
they
replace
definitely
him
didn't
with
work
him.
around
and-
Flash a lot. Like
Yeah.
they made this the Batman movie. so-
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Gotcha.
and yeah, that's the other thing too. So just spoilers for the Flash movie, I guess. At the end of the movie, he ends up in the world where Batman is George Clooney, and Batman isn't going to be, or George Clooney isn't going to be Batman in like the new
Yeah.
DC movies. So
Oh.
clearly,
Oh, so
I think,
multiverse.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
But
think
what
that's,
if he is?
I think that's them kind of saying like, oh, we're probably done with Ezra.
That's
for
an interesting
now.
take.
Yeah, that's what I saw people say, and that
That's-
makes the most sense, and it's the easiest workaround because at the end of the Flash movie, he's like doing all the time travel shit, and he's meeting Keaton Batman. He's meeting Ben Affleck Batman. And he's meeting Supergirl, and he's like, "Whoa, this is also I'm the Flash. I'm running." And then he gets back at the end of the movie. He gets back to what he thinks is his universe, and he's like, "Oh, Batman, you're Ben Affleck in my universe. How you doing?" And this guy walks out of a car, and he's like, "Barry, what are you doing?" And it's whoa, jaw drop. It's George Clooney as Batman, but he's as Bruce Wayne, but it's Batman.
I thought the reason why he left the universe that it's Superwoman is because Superwoman would kick their ass. They were like, can't hang around here.
Yeah,
I do the hitting.
See,
Superwoman was a badass.
I
Supergirl
do
was a badass.
me, and then I leave in a flash.
If they would have just remade Flash, you were just beating women the entire time.
Damn.
Stay true to story.
It would have only
Yeah.
lost 190
Yeah,
million.
see? It's like, well, at least they were truthful.
Want to see me hit that woman? Want to see me do it again?
There's a weird kidnapping angle in it. I don't really know what's happening here, guys. Oh, wow.
It took place in Hawaii.
But yeah, I don't think Ezra Miller is going to be Flash anymore.
I'm just gonna piggyback off that real quick. You had a very different take at the end of the movie than I did. I saw the end of the movie as the only thing different from the start of the movie and end of the movie universe wise that we know is that Batman is not Ben Affleck like he was in the start. Batman is now George Clooney, right?
Right.
And that's the only notable change. Everything else is back to normal.
Sure.
So to me, that insinuated, oh, well, if he's back in his universe, but something changed minorly enough where now we're with George Clooney.
Yeah, right.
That means they can say, oh, well, Henry Cavill's not Superman in this one, and The Rock's not Black Adam in this one, and Gal Gadot's not Wonder Woman in this one. So we can still use this universe. Yeah. That was my thought.
I think that they're still going to... I think the multiverse saves all in that sense.
It does, because they can just start new.
Oh, I'm in a different universe, and that's why these actors they can do a one-off movie and be like, all these actors are different, but you know who Superman is, so we can cast anyone, and you know.
That's probably what they'll do, but
that
was my thought coming out of it.
I think the whole George Clooney at the end is them being like, yeah, you're probably not going to... you're probably not going to see this Batman anymore, so you're probably not going to see this Flash anymore.
Yeah.
Which is probably healthy for Ezra Miller.
One more quick thing.
Yes.
I will say there's two parts that popped me in that movie.
Yes.
They show a quick cameo of 04 Superman as well as Christopher Reeve's Superman.
Who are you saying 04? You said 04 Superman to me in text. Who are you thinking is 04 Superman?
Who the fuck plays him in the early 2000 movies?
No, that is not in the movie.
It is.
No, it is not.
It is. It's in one of the background scenes.
Listen.
It's not Christopher Reeves.
There's Christopher Reeves,
yes.
And then there's like old 1940s George Miller.
Reeves. Oh, I'm sorry, George Miller.
I think.
But in like not front and center, in part of the background scroll, they have a scene from 04 Superman of him flying. So that popped me, Christopher Reeves and them, because it's around the same time that happens. And then they have the old school like 30s Flash, the World War I Flash, which I love.
With the tin hat.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was it. That's what popped me in that movie.
Wait, so what happened to Robert Pattinson?
He sparkled a lot, and Bella chose him.
Yeah.
No, yes, he did do that.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry, spoiler for Twilight.
Damn it, I'm only on the second one.
I didn't even know he was
good.
a vampire.
I was Team Jacob.
They're good movies. I like them.
Imagine being Team Jacob.
Yeah, I was.
Well.